This is the third and final installment featuring our 2015 McKendree University football season preview. We're grateful to be joined by McKendree head football coach Mike Babcock. Coach, in our previous segments, we've talked offense, we've talked defense. Let's go ahead and talk special teams now. We'll start with your kicking game. Your place kicker from last year, now a junior, Stephen O'Block, a guy that really started to come into his own the second half of the season. Guy to hit some big field goals late in the season during that Bearcats 5-game win streak, and a guy that gained a lot of confidence as the year went on.
He did a fantastic job and got some great experience of kicking those game-winning field goals. You know, those determining field goals that really put us over the top, you know, in some key victories towards the end of the season. So I think that built a lot of confidence in him. I think that he is kind of ready to really have his true breakout year. I know he's worked hard, and as far as his consistency, he's got the leg, but definitely his consistency he's working on. He's also going to be our kickoff guy as well, so definitely working on ball placement, leg strength, all the key things you need out of a place kicker. But Steve's done a nice job, and definitely looking forward to see what he can do coming up here.
Looking at the other half of the kicking game, a bit unsettled after the graduation of Alex McMahon, a 3-year starter for the Bearcats. Pretty much an open competition coming into camp, but a young man who really stood head and shoulders above the rest, at least in your eyes. Brendan Fred, one of your backup quarterbacks this year, looks like he's going to handle the punting duties this season.
Brendan's done a nice job. He's the type of guy that says, "Oh, well, coach, I can kick too," and you kind of just, put it off. It's a backup quarterback, wants to play, but all of a sudden, we threw him in there once or twice. We're like, wow, this kid, I think, actually can do a nice job. So he's really been competing against guys like Chase Lazenby, for that starting job, and right now he's kicking better than some of the guys we've got. So, Brendan's going to be our guy, and he's done a nice job this camp. So we'll see this Saturday.
Looking at the return game, a luxury in the fact you've got an experienced veteran like Cameron James, who's been through the battles both in punt return and kick return duties, but some of those familiar opponents, when they don't key on or actually keep keeping the ball away from Cameron, they look to another return guy, and you've got a luxury there in the fact you've got Derek Curry, who gained a lot of experience last year, especially in kick returns.
It's nice having a guy like Cameron who's been there. He's going to be a 4-year starting, returner for us. He knows the drill, so he's done it before, and he's extremely fast, extremely quick. So definitely nice having him back there. But the big thing is when you have a fast guy, especially on kickoff, the guy next to him is probably going to get as much, if not more, of the kicks. So, having a guy like Derek Curry, he took a year and a half ago as a senior in high school, took a state championship kickoff, back for a touchdown. So, he's extremely fast, got some good playing time last year. He's a guy that definitely could do some stuff. So I'm happy where we're at return-wise. I've got a couple freshmen that are kind of knocking at the door as well, to chomping at the bit to get back there too. So I'm happy with our returners, and so hopefully it'll be a big year for them.
That wraps up kind of our group position previews. We've done offense, we've done defense, now we've talked about special teams. Let's get your take on the 2015 McKendree University football team. Coach, coming into this season, obviously riding a big win streak at the end of last year, you want to build on positives like that. I know you've talked about having a good spring season, a good preseason camp. What's it going to take for that momentum to roll over into 2015?
Scott, I think it's really just playing week to week. Really just taking each game when it comes and focusing on that, focusing all of our attention. Can't get ahead of ourselves and start thinking how good we can be. It's really how good we are going to be. And I think the guys are really buying into that this year. We've had a great off season. It was great finishing out the season with a 5-game win streak, and that led us into the off season. But in all honesty, everyone's 0-0. Including us, including Indianapolis, including Quincy. Everybody's 0-0 right now. So it really is going to be each week, coming in there and really seeing what the guys can do from there. So.
You've got 3 games in the non-conference schedule before conference opens up at William Jewell on September 26th. The team that's battled the Bearcats close in their 2 previous meetings, despite McKendree winning those games, battles that have gone down to the wire. What will the Bearcats need to do to be successful in the GLVC, preseason ranked 4th Indianapolis comes in, the defending conference champ 3 years running, but McKendree in that mixed three-way tie for second last year.
You know, you look at this conference. I mean, this is not an easy conference. I mean, everyone can beat up on anyone. I mean, you look at a year ago, preseason-wise, William Jewell was picked to finish last, and all of a sudden they finished second in the conference. They beat Indianapolis in the last game of the season to knock them out of the playoffs. You know, so it's a four-way tie for second place. I mean, there are teams that can beat up on each other pretty quickly, and so that just kind of reverts back to what I just said earlier as far as just taking each week, and it really doesn't matter who you play. It's all about you being able to take care of the football, to throw, to catch, to block, to tackle, just the basics. And if we can do those things, I think we have a chance to be successful.
Coach, you're now entering your third season at McKendree at the helm of this program. Kind of retooled things, different looks offensively, different looks defensively. Is this program progressing the way you anticipated when you took the job in December 2012?
Well, I think so, Scott. I mean, we've got a brand new field this year. We've got some new uniforms, so a little different look. So now there can't be any excuses for, not throwing and catching a little bit. But I really love the way the guys have been playing. I'm looking for blue-collar guys. At the end of the day, we all want to win. I want to win a championship. I want to win as much as the next guy. But I want guys to do it right. I want guys that are going to work hard for it and know that, success in life is not given to you. It's not easy. You really have to work hard for it. And I think the guys that are truly now starting to really kind of buy into that championships just aren't going to be handed out, and so guys are going to have to push hard for it and push every week for it if that's what we want to get accomplished this year. 6
home games beginning with the season opener against College of Faith on September 5th. Fans have been coming out, getting back, supporting the Bearcats. What one thing do you want McKendree fans to take away when they see the Bearcats in action this year?
I played hard till the end. 4 quarters, doesn't matter what the score is at the end, but played hard and had fun. Like, it was an enjoyable experience going to that game, win or lose. And I thought we had a couple of those games last year, some tight ones, pretty quickly. But if they can get a great experience, if they know that our guys are truly, giving it all they got, hopefully that'll be at least a win in my book.
Coach, hoping for a lot of those wins this year. As always, a pleasure sitting down with you. Thanks for joining us for these preseason previews. Good luck in 2015.
Appreciate it.
Don't forget, you can follow McKendree football all season long on the official internet home of McKendree Athletics at www.mckbearcats.com.